President Obama takes his push for tighter gun control legislation to Connecticut today. This, as parents of the victims of the Newtown school shooting speak out in emotional new interviews. NBC's White House correspondent Peter Alexander has details on that. Hi, Peter.
Hey, Matt, good morning to you. The timing of this trip is also significant, with Congress now back in session today after a 2-week break. Also, Congress is prepared to begin within days tackling the issue of gun safety. You know, the biggest sticking point throughout remains background checks, what a leading gun control advocate has described as the most pivotal piece of any new legislation. With the gun safety debate echoing nationwide, President Obama returns to Connecticut today, less than an hour from Newtown, still touched by tragedy. Several victims' loved ones sharing their personal quest for action with 60 Minutes.
They need to not just look us in the eyes, but look our children and the lost ones and see those faces, see what's gone, and remember, this isn't just about political parties. This isn't just about careers. This is about people, and this is about making change to save people. And it's important to remember the people that you are doing this for.
Mr. Obama faces new urgency as senators could start debating the issue, including expanded background checks this week.
We're going to try to get the strongest bill we can, and there's no reason that we can't have one. This is a 90% issue. You can't get 90% of Americans to agree on the weather.
Still, the forecast is gray. Some conservative Republicans have already warned they'll block any proposals that they say threaten the Second Amendment. Gun control advocates insist they're making progress locally. Since Newtown, 6 states, including Colorado and New York, have passed tougher gun laws. But consider the resistance. A total of 10 states, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Tennessee among them, have approved new laws weakening gun restrictions, though most are minor. Connecticut's Governor Dan Malloy on Sunday ridiculed NRA head Wayne LaPierre, who said Connecticut's new restrictions added to the books just last week wouldn't stop criminals from illegally getting guns.
Wayne reminds me of the clowns at the circus. They get the most attention, and that's what he's paid to do.
Peter, there does seem to be a disconnect. As you point out in your piece, 90% of the Americans, when asked about expanding background checks, say, yes, we're in favor of that. And yet, if you look at the prospects for doing it in Congress, they don't seem all that positive.
Yeah, Matt, that's very much the White House's argument, a point that the White House, President Obama, will make again this afternoon in Connecticut. Consider this. This is what gun control advocates really want. They want to expand background checks to cover more than just the roughly 55,000 federally licensed firearm dealers in the country right now, to expand them to also consider, to also go over gun shows and those who make purchases online. But that's really the sticking point. Opponents are afraid if you do that, the government would create some sort of a federal gun registry, which the White House insists is not the case.
Peter Alexander at the White House for us this morning. Peter, as always, thanks very much.